Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. We are going to be talking about the Julep Cushion Complexion 5-in-1 Skin Perfector Concealer with Turmeric. This is what the packaging looks like. And this is the product itself. So it's nice, it's pretty sleek, has a cushion applicator, which you don't find on many concealers nowadays. You just have the regular doe foot applicator. And this one you do have to twist up for the product to come out. I'm going to kind of read off the description of what the product is and what it claims. So the Julep Cushion Complexion 5-in-1 Skin Perfector with Turmeric is a multitasking skin perfector that has a natural demi-matte finish with buildable medium to full coverage that conceals, corrects, illuminates, blurs, and brightens. The convenient cushion tip applicator allows for easy and precise application even on the go. Some of the benefits: turmeric extract provides long-term brightening benefits and contains anti-inflammatory properties. Camellia seed oil contains skin calming properties and provides nourishing and moisturizing benefits. Soft focus powders blur the look of fine lines and imperfections while creating a smooth demi-matte finish that's never flat. On Ulta.com it does have really good reviews. It has 4.5 reviews from 821 people. That's a pretty good record, I'd say, for a concealer that has so many claims and is from Julep, which I've never really tried their concealer before. So I do want to mention though some of my favorite concealers I have right now that I can kind of have an idea of my expectations when it comes to a concealer. I usually like a concealer that is brightening, so a little bit lighter than my skin complexion, that has those warm tones, that's creamy, that's easy to blend, and medium to full coverage. More full coverage than medium, but medium full is kind of where I like to go. And for now, I've been really loving the Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer. This one is right here. This one is in light warm. And the reason why I like this one so much is because it's really weightless, it's easy to blend, and it brightens my skin and it doesn't crease under my eyes. So I'll do a quick swatch of this guy here, and then the one I have, the Julep. And I also do a quick swatch of the Tarte Shape Tape as well. This one here is in light sand. Okay, so this one down here is the Naked. This is the Julep, and this is the Tarte Shape Tape in light sand. So you can definitely see it's a lot brighter. It does look fuller, more full coverage. And actually, to me, on my hand right now, the Naked Skin Weightless does look a little bit more. It does seem to provide more coverage than the Julep. So yeah, those are those guys for comparison. So that's a quick overview of the product itself. We're going to go into a demo, and I'm going to go through the entire day wearing it, and I'll give you a update near the end of the day about my opinions on this concealer. Okay, so right now I don't have any concealer. I just have my foundation and my eye makeup. I didn't contour or do any blush or bronzer or anything or powder yet, so we are just going to put on the concealer, and we are going to kind of finish up the makeup, and then I'll show you how it looks. So this is how the concealer looks. It has the top that comes off, and you have a sponge tip applicator, and then the bottom here is where you would crank to pull out the product. And today I will be using the shade 140 Buff. This shade is supposed to be light buff with warm undertones, and I do like to have my concealer a little bit lighter underneath my eyes, so I did get the light instead of the medium, and definitely got something for my warm complexion. So I didn't start opening it yet. I'm going to kind of see how many cranks or turns I would need to kind of get the product out. This kind of reminds me of the Maybelline concealer that a lot of people like, that has that cushion as well, that you kind of turn to get the product. Okay, something's coming up now. So here's a quick swatch of that. It kind of comes off a little bit streaky, if you can see, but that's a pretty good color, and so we can put that under our eyes. I do like the shade. It does say that you can use this by itself on the go, so I'm gonna try not blending out one side and just using this sponge tip applicator and see how it looks, because I don't think it would be good to not use a separate brush to clean it up and blend it in. A lot of product does come out with that initial few turns that we did. So, I mean, I wouldn't say that we could just use this tip to blend it out because it's so small and it's more for like applying it and not actually distributing it and blending it. So I'm going to use on one side my e.l.f. stipple brush. This is what I really like to use for concealer under my eyes, and I'm going to do on the other side a beauty blender. So this is my right side. I'm going to start blending it in. Okay, so that's how it looks, just blended out. I find that I get more coverage using the brush instead of the beauty blender. The beauty blender seemed to really like dilute it and blend it out, and it's just not as full as medium coverage on this side. I do feel like it's more of a medium coverage instead of a medium full coverage. You can probably build it up. Let's try building it up a little bit more on this side, the brush side. Not too bad. You can see it does have a little bit more coverage compared to the beauty blender side. And so let's do a little bit more on that beauty blender side and try to amp up the coverage. Okay, that looks pretty good. We did get more coverage there, so it's definitely buildable. In the mirror, it does look pretty strange. So it doesn't look as soft and smooth as I would want it to look. And I would say it's not as full coverage as Tarte Shape Tape. It's more of the medium coverage, but you can build it. But I don't think it will look very, very full from building up the coverage. So I am going to I'm going to actually bake this side with the beauty blender, and I'm just going to set this side with the powder. So I'm going to use my translucent RCMA powder, and I'm actually going to bake this side to see if it makes any difference. And then I'm just going to be taking my Morphe M438. This is like a tapered brush, and I'm going to grab some of the RCMA powder and just kind of set the side to see if there's any difference in how it's set and how if it creases later on today. I'm gonna knock off some of this powder, blend it out, and I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup, and then I will be right back. Okay, so I am all set with my makeup, and I kind of do feel like the concealer is already creasing a tiny bit on the side that I did not bake. So it looks like there's a little bit of a line. Not sure if you can see it. Well, maybe it's because of my eye, because I do have part of my eye that creases. So but I do find that it's creasing more here than here. So it definitely does help to bake it. My under eye also looks like it has a good amount of texture compared to the side that I baked. So I do see some texture on the bottom of my eye compared to the other eye. I'm not sure if you can see it as well. I just want to show you how it looks on my arm swatch. It didn't seem like it oxidized at all, and it does seem still the same shade. It does also seem pretty good full coverage on the swatch. So it's kind of interesting actually. I just rubbed my finger like that, and it seemed to, it looks like it disappeared, which is kind of strange. You can still see the swatch and the blend, but it looks like it disappeared on my hand. Interesting. I wonder if it's just blending into my skin really well, or if it's just disappearing. Well, we will see. So it's been about 9 hours since I put on the concealer, and I kind of feel like it did wear off a little bit over time. It didn't crease as much as I thought it would actually. It did seem to not crease better on the side that I baked on compared to the side that I just set. So overall, I would say the creasing was okay. Zoom again. I would say the creasing wasn't too bad. The sponge tip applicator though, it wasn't great. I would say you should use it more for applying the product itself instead of using it to blend on under your eyes, like on the go application, because I found that all it did was distribute more product as I was trying to blend it out, which didn't really work, which kind of felt like I had a lot of product on under my eye. Look, I'm sleeping. Are you tired, baby? Would you like to sleep on my bed, on the side that I sleep on? And I would say, let's hear her purr. I would say it is, you know, medium coverage, not very full, and it blends pretty well. Long lasting, it might not be as long lasting. Tarte and the Naked concealers are a lot more like tacky, so it's gonna last longer than this concealer itself. But I would say if you want it for the benefits of the concealer itself, like the turmeric and stuff, you know, definitely go for it. But personally, I think there are better concealers out there. This concealer is okay. I'm gonna actually give it a few more shots and then do an update on how I feel about the concealer itself. So stay tuned for an update, because I do feel like first impressions aren't, you know, gonna give you your end-all be-all decision on a product. It's kind of meh, but we will see if my opinion changes over time, and I will update you. And so we will see you later, and have a great night or day wherever you are. I'm going to get ready for bed, and Mocha is also very tired as well. Look at her. Bye guys. So that's it for this video today, and I hope you did enjoy. I hope it was very helpful for you in your decision to purchase the concealer or not. Remember, it is $30, which is kind of a lot, but it does have some benefits to it. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Take care, everyone. Bye.